two completely different pressures. I'm applying a firm-ish pressure, and then obviously Melissa is much lighter, more delicate.
Just tracing around the edges. You can feel that touch. There's just little natural sounds when they come together. They're so relaxing.
The root at the base, moving up to the sacral, solar plexus, and the heart. So me and Melissa are going to be giving Sara a little pamper session. So I'm going to focus more on a massage, and Melissa is going to focus more on using some different tools, relaxation, and more gentle touch. And both have their place for relaxation and helping Sara to let go of tension. And so we're just starting by encouraging Sara to feel really safe with us.
So just starting with getting used to my touch, and I thought it was best, rather than the many tools I have laid out here, just to start with tracing my fingertips along the edge of your back. That kind of micro tingle while Jazz works her hands in on any tension, any knots, just so you have the best of both worlds,
really. And Sara has the most amazing, this is going to be good for tracing, isn't it? Tattoo on her back, and it's giving real mandala vibes, and I love working with the energy of the mandala. Often follows a circular pattern, not always. No beginning, no ending, ever flowing. It is a really good mirror to life. And without one piece, the pattern wouldn't work, it wouldn't be the same. And it's a little bit like life, without some of the challenges, low points, but also the high points in your life. If you were to just take one of those parts out, everything would be different.
Now moving on to some tools, now that you've got used to the sense of touch, and I'm very excited to try out these amazing fingernails that Sara often uses. So just gonna pop them on the ends of my fingers. Wow, that's amazing. And trace that across your back.
It's a tickle.
I'll go slowly so you can get used to the touch. that sense of that micro tension can be quite strange to get used to for the first few seconds.
So Sara's used these on others, but I don't think she's had them used on herself. And as Melissa says, it's like two completely different pressures. I'm applying a firm-ish pressure around the neck and the shoulders. Is that pressure okay? It's not too much. Okay. And then obviously Melissa is much lighter, more delicate. It's more about the nerve endings.
Just tracing around the edges. So you can feel that touch. And I know sometimes it can be hard to switch off, but sometimes focusing right in on that sensation can really help your mind focus on one thing instead of many, many thoughts. Just help empty your mind by focusing on only one thing, and then you let that flow and fizzle away.
So often when people come for a massage, they're always coming in, they're holding a lot of tension, and that can be, important to try and work into the knots and help them let go. But at the same time, it's often so much more than that we need to work on. And so today we're trying to go deeper than the muscle. Everything is connected. The body, energy, emotion, your well-being. So in this session, we bring it all together.
Changing up those tools so there's a different sensation there. I'm just going to sit down here so I've got a lovely angle to focus in on these ice globes, and I absolutely love the sound they make. Hopefully that should provide a very different sensation. It's just little natural sounds when they come together. They're so relaxing. And like Jazz often says, it just helps create that space.
They're quite relaxing to watch, aren't they?
Yeah, it's quite hypnotic.
Yeah.
Just seeing the water inside them flow about. It's quite magical.
I like those ones that have got glitter in as well. I can see the glitter kind of floating about in them.
Yeah, that difference in sensation on your upper back of the cool ice globes to the deep massage on your lower back. Just focusing in on that, letting your mind drift.
I think sometimes the sound of massage and personal attention, self-care, all those noises of the little treatment items, the massage. It creates a reaction within that makes the relaxation deeper somehow. It's really special. I'm going to work down the spine now as much as I can. I just want to just do a little bit around mid to upper back. I might just stand around here. Because as much as we might hold tension at the neck and the shoulders, of course, can come right down into the lower back as well. Then we have this whole section through the middle. Is that me or the brush that made you tense up? Which one?
Just sinking into the cushion.
Getting more comfy. I'm just going to travel the length of her spine because we're working with the energy channel. The root at the base, moving up to the sacral, solar plexus, the heart, the throat, third eye, crown. Balancing through these energies with touch and massage.
And just while Jazz is focusing on the back, I've moved down to tracing over the edges of your clothing with these feather soft brushes. You can feel the soft stroke as they trickle up and down your back. Feel the difference in sensation. And just take the time to enjoy the focus on you, because you deserve it, and you are beautiful, you are powerful, and you are amazing.
Affirmations can be really powerful. Hearing them just as Melissa has done, or creating your own and practicing saying them to yourself. Take some time to think about the mantras that you need to hear in your life right now, the affirmations that would help you on your healing journey. Perhaps you're lacking in confidence. Perhaps you're struggling with your health. Perhaps you're low in energy. Find a phrase, affirmation, or mantra that will help you along the healing process. Words are really powerful. Words and phrases like, I welcome health and vitality into my being. I am confident and free. I speak my truth. I am love. Be guided by your intuition. What words do you need to hear right now?
I think sometimes with these affirmations, they can feel a bit embarrassing, they can feel a bit unnatural for some people, especially when we hear them in our own voice. It's not something most of us take time to say to ourselves, let alone hear from others. But they're so powerful, and if they feel strange or unnatural, all the more reason to say them more often so that we get used to that reality and adjust to it. Because words really are powerful, and the more we say it, on some level, the more we start to believe it and start to get comfortable with it. So picking those affirmations that resonate, those things you feel like you need to hear more, you want to hear more, or that don't feel comfortable just yet, but you want them to. Just focusing in on those affirmations and letting them become the words you hear more often.
As we come to close this beautiful session, just notice how you feel within yourself, whether you feel different from the beginning of the session to now, more connected, more relaxed, more at peace. Welcoming in that feeling of gratitude of sharing this space and energy together. Let's all come to close the session with a deep breath in and out.